Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the second part of our advanced object-oriented concepts in PHP. In the last video, we covered constructor and destructors. Now it's time to go deeper. In this session, we will explore extensibility and visibility, two powerful features that makes your PHP classes more flexible, secure, and professional. Let's get started. Here you can see I have already covered constructor and destructors. Now it's time to cover extensibility and visibility. Extending classes. Extensibility implies that a new class can be derived from an existing one, inheriting all the properties and methods of the parent class and adding its own new properties and methods as needed. To extend a class, simply attach the extends keyword and the name of the class begin extended to the class definition. Extensibility means designing your classes so they can be extended or reused without rewriting existing code. In PHP, this is mainly done using inheritance. You create a base class with common features, then extend it with the child classes that add or customize the behavior. Now we will see the example on this. First I will start the XAMPP. Next I will go to the Sublime Text. Example on extending classes. Inside the PHP structure, I will create one class named the animal, and inside that I will create one function make sound. I will give an echo statement. Some sound, and here I will give the break. Now I will create one more class, dog, that extends the properties of animal. This is the child class. Inside that I will create one function make sound, and echo statement as bark. Now let's create the object for that. Give the object name. Using the new keyword we can create object. In this example, the class called animal, this is a base class or the parent class. It has a method called make sound, which prints some sound, this echo statement. And another class is dog that extends the properties of animal class. The extends keyword is used, and it overrides the make sound. The method provides its own version printing bark. Here you can see, and here is the object creation. It creates an object of the dog class. Even though dog extends animals, it uses its own version of make sound. and this it gets the output as a bark because the dog class has overridden the method. Now we will save this and execute. As my example.php is saved inside the exam htdocs in a Janvi folder. Here you can see our output is bar. This example shows the extensibility, how we can build on existing classes and customize or extend their behavior without changing the original class. Now we next move to the visibility. Adjusting visibility settings. Visibility in PHP controls where the class properties and methods can be accessed from inside the class, from child classes, or from outside the class. There are three visibility levels. Here you can see first one is public, private and protected. First, public, this sets the corresponding class methods and properties to be public and allows a caller to manipulate them directly from the main body of the program. This public visibility is a default level of visibility for any class members, method or property under PHP. Means using the public level, it are accessible from anywhere inside or outside the class. Next is a private. Private methods and properties are only visible within the class that defines them. Private means it accessible only within the class. And next is a protected. While protected methods and properties are visible to both their defining class and any child classes, attempts to access these properties or methods outside their visible area typically produces the fatal error that stops script execution. Private, it is accessible only within the protected, it is accessible inside the class and its child classes only. Here you can see the visibility public, that can be accessible to the same class, subclass and outside the class. While protected is accessible to same class, subclass but not outside the class. Protected is only accessible to the same class and it is not accessible to subclass and outside the class. Now we will see one small example on this. Here I will declare one class called user, and here I will give the variable name as public and value is equals to Gayatri. Next, another variable protected email, and I will give the value as Gayu at example.com. Next, private password. Now create one function show info. Now here I will try to print that. I will give for all two. Now after that we have to create an object for the class. New user. Now I will save this and execute. Here you can see that all three levels of visibility, means public, protected and private, can be accessible in the same class. Here you can see in the chart all the levels of visibility that can be accessible in the same class. Now we will try to access that outside the class. Here I will get the echo statement and now save this and refresh the browser. Our public visibility level, that is executed for outside the class. Here you can see. Now we will try to access protected outside the class. Here you can see it is giving an fatal error. And now let's try to access the private as well. Here you can see now it is also giving the fatal error if we try to access that private visibility outside the class. Here you can see it is working with the same class, but it is not accessible when we try to access outside the class. Only public is working and the protected and private is not accessible to the outside the class. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Now you understand how the visibility and extensibility help you write a cleaner, more powerful PHP code. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more PHP tutorials. See you in the next video. Bye bye.